Hello everyone, welcome back to a new, possibly final episode of Paradise Killer. Last time we left off, we followed up on basically all of the leads that we have. Here in our case files, we have nothing. We don't have any unsorted evidence. We just have all of our leads with various things to go off of. So, let's see if maybe we can write down who our main suspects for each of these things are. So, Henry's escape. Yeah, we'll probably have chances to go over all of this in the trial, I suppose. So, I guess let's head on over to Judge. We still have some loose ends, but I don't know if those loose ends are ever going to be tied up. Like, some of them seem like they're meant to be ambiguous, and we're just supposed to, you know, go with our gut. Although I'm sure we could find conclusive evidence if we continued searching around, but I'm not really sure where else I would search. So, I think we'll probably just wrap things up here. Because, yeah, I'm not really sure where else to go to search, because we have no leads anymore. I've successfully gotten rid of all of those. So, I'm not sure. So, let's just go ahead and not waste any more time and go ahead and go to, Judge. Alright, Lydia, this might be our final ride together. Well, I guess you're gonna take me to the next island, too. Unless I die. So, the courthouse. Alright, so I'm not sure how long this trial will take. I'm not sure if it's like a Danganronpa trial, where this is going to be like, possibly like 2 hours or something. Or if it's just going to be like a 30-minute trial. It's like, who did this? Do you have proof? Okay. And, you know, like that? Or what? So, we will see. What is this? This is how I, talk to Judge, but what is this thing? My old gun. When the time to execute justice, she will sing the song of punishment. Yep, okay.
The investigator.
Are you our
savior as well? Is paradise worth saving?
Are you ready to start the trial that will determine the fate of the syndicate? Have you found facts and crafted a truth? I'm ready to work through this with you, Lady Loved Eyes. We shall examine your case files and cast a light upon the shadowy recesses where truth lies.
The truth will open.
Are you ready to begin the trials, Lady Loved Eyes? This is the point of no return. Ensure that you are happy with your evidence and reasoning. There is no going back. Okay, maybe I will, Ooh, wait, what is this? We can talk to you? Most salivating for a trial. Come back when you are ready. Clarify. Leader Carmelina. Why did you make the architect the acting leader? Perfect 25 is her design, her vision. The syndicate has been mortally wounded. We cannot let the move to the new island suffer as well. The law forbids her to be on the council. I have not forgotten her father's crimes. She is a temporary leader. We will go to the new island and she will step down. Any assurance on that? The marshals work for the council and the syndicate. They will ensure she steps down.
Sorry.
I hope you're right. I am almost salivating for the trial. Witness's authority? Doesn't witness to the end usually have authority at the end of an island? The remaining syndicate members are all submerged in the bubbling swamp of suspicion. This includes witness.
Paradise feels wrong.
You just took jurisdiction? I am impartial. My ego was scrubbed a long time ago. I am fused to this island. I cannot move from the Chamber of Justice. You and I are the only ones free of suspicion. You and I will understand the truths. I am almost salivating for the trial. Where are the rest of the syndicate? Some made it out, ferried through the Paradise Gates to the new island. The rest remain here, the gates sealed after the bloodbath. Are they suspects as well? It is possible that they set a conspiracy in motion before they left. I doubt it, though. Criminals always return to the scene of the crime. They insert themselves in the narrative they need to know. The rest of the syndicate are on the new island. The gates are sealed. They can't come back. They cannot revisit.
The investigator is here.
I see. They can't exert influence from the new island or keep tabs on the investigation. If you commit the crime to end all crimes, you need to know how it's playing out. Focus on the suspects here. If a conspiracy was initiated by someone who has left, a co-conspirator will be on this island. You will reveal the truth through them. So the two characters we keep seeing in Perfect 25, they might be the actual people that did it, but there's definitely conspirators on this island as well. I am almost salivating for the trial. Why me? I nearly allowed damned Harmony to wipe us out. You don't get exiled for a misdemeanor. You were the victim, not the criminal. The Syndicate is wrong to punish those that smell the rose of a god's deception. Glad you're with me on this. The gods are insidious, slithering into your mind. Corruption by an astral deity is not consensual. You're the only one to have ever said that. I was bound by Montserrat and the council all those millennia ago. Now I can make it up to you. Thank you, Judge. I am almost salivating for the trial. The truths cannot hide. Okay, so maybe we should go ahead and look at all our case files and nail down a suspect for each one. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my notes out here. We're going to flip over to a new page. What song is playing right now? Jesus. What song is this? Trial Before the Stars. Okay, so crime to end all crimes. So is it Deinongate or... because both of them are covered in blood. You say you did it. Yeah, the council penthouse abruptly ends at a wall. It matches Deinongate's blood sample. Yeah, a blood smear at the scene doesn't match any of the council members. The blood spatters from a gunshot. The bullet in the walls of the cot around. It matches Deinongate's. He was at the scene. He confessed to killing the council as part of his mission given to him by his mother. A knife covered in the council blood found on Deinongate's corpse. It's a perfect blade without any nicks or damage. Demon inside a council penthouse has been shot in the head. It has a perfect knife-like claws that are covered in the blood of council members. The demon was shot in the head with a large caliber Fukata round. Definitely involved in an attack on the council. Council members were killed by a perfect blade. It has perfect knife-like claws. So it seems like both of you could have been responsible. Seems like both of you could have been responsible, so we're gonna put for the first one, we're gonna put D and KD for Deinongate and Killer Demon. So KHX is missing. I suspect Yuri here. So 2 Yuri. So 3. Just want to get all of this going here. Okay, so Henry's escape. Torn apart prison bars, impossible time frame. According to the medical report, Henry was full of inhibitors and sedated. If that's true, how did he have the energy to escape? In her report, Akiko notes that she broke procedure in going to execute Henry on her own. She admits her hubris, but that did not exonerate her. Henry could have seen the new knight statue if he went through the tunnel connecting the Desolation's cell and the barracks. That tunnel door is only coded to Akiko's blood vial. Henry claims that he saw a new knight last night. The only new knight statue on the island is in the barracks. Prison bars on the bridge connecting them were torn apart, but it appears to be done by military-grade explosives, not demonic strength. Okay, I suspect Akiko here for breaking you out. We also have a lot of information on Witness, so let's see what you got here. That if anything can overcome Henry's inhibitors, he claimed it was to ensure that the island fails. He previously asked if anything can overcome his inhibitors. Doomjazz told him that Henry would need a massive adrenaline spike. Doomjazz says that death screens could potentially cause oral attack advice, agitation. Okay, so I think Akiko and Witness definitely did something here. Because Witness was specifically asking what would allow Henry to get over his inhibitors. And he knew about the death screens. He's like one of the only people on the island that understands them, I guess. So demonic possession. Well, Yuri's the main one to suspect here. So he caused Henry's possession. And that's pretty much all we have to go on that. Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? 2 citizen prisoners had been moved out of the barracks prison. The only people... Yeah, Akiko claims they were processed. Captain Voth was one of the Holy Seal Marshals murdered last night. He and Akiko are in a relationship. Akiko's sword is battle damaged. It has nicks in it. Akiko prevented Dr. Doomjazz from examining the bodies of the murdered first Seal Marshal. She claimed it was an honor of their memory. Maintenance shed near the council building shows signs of drag marks and human waste. There weren't any footprints. Maybe whoever was in here was restrained. Is this where Akiko stored the 2 prisoners she removed from the barracks prison? Blood mismatch. Yeah, Akiko told me that the blade Henry took from her was new as unused, giving it a perfect blade. Okay, so... definitely suspect Akiko for this one. Akiko? And what do we have on Lydia? A knife that's found outside. The blade has some minor damage. There are nicks in it. Always yours, Sammy baby is etched on it. This must belong to Lydia. Perfect possible murder weapon. If it was, the sea has washed away the blood. Lydia claims the knife disappeared one day. Sure. Tire marks on top of the council building. Lydia's only one on the island with a car. From the roof, someone tried to gain access to the building without going through the front door. Lydia claims... This was from a few weeks ago. She was watching the sunset. Damaged grate looks like it's been forced open. The anti-tamper seal has been cut, but the edges of the grate are scuffed, indicating it has been pried open. Repelling gear. Okay, second holy seal. Shinji speculates that Henry could have found his way through the second holy seal since demons are attuned to space. Alright, second holy seal. We have a lot of dirt on you, Lydia. Tire tracks on the cliff overlooking the obelisks. Lydia's the only one on the island with a car. Lydia said she was there to enjoy the view. Someone sketched something in the dirt on the cliff and rubbed it out. It overlooks the nightmare computer and obelisks. Lydia's tablet is water damaged and corrupted, but Starlight managed to pull it back up. The most recently modified file is a corrupted message sent by a witness to the end with a file attached. That file is the key to the nightmare computer that is linked to the obelisk on the beach. Lydia claimed to know nothing about it. Someone used a remote access device to interface with the nightmare computer that controls the obelisks on the beach. It happened 2 days and with an anonymous login. The data key witness sent Lydia was coded for remote access. Yeah, Lydia's tablet and a space helmet. So, I think second holy seal was Lydia, and she used... she rappelled up there to get in. So we saw that here. So she got on top, and that's how she got in to access to get past the first holy seal. And then she knew the answer to the second holy seal here. What do we have on Yuri here? Discarded near the entrance. There are pink petals near the helmet. Logs on the nightmare computer connected to the obelisk show that Yuri accessed them, meaning he knows the secret of the second holy seal. So that Yuri accessed them, meaning he knows the secret of the second holy seal. Yuri slipped up. He admitted he knows about the secret of the obelisks. So maybe Lydia wasn't actually the one that did it. Maybe Lydia just got the information for Witness and Yuri? Maybe. Maybe Lydia just did this for Yuri and Witness. And like she delivered them up there. But it was Yuri that was doing it? Because it seems like Yuri's the one that actually went in. Space helmet that spells of Lydia's perfume. Well, no, maybe both of them went in. Yeah, Lydia and Yuri. Okay, so Lydia and Yuri for a second holy seal. Let's go with that. Yuri's looking suspect in a lot of these. It's probably going to be something weird like Crimson or something, though. So, broken procedure. Akiko didn't follow a resting procedure. She should have known better. She left the room, leaving Henry and Grace together. Akiko claims it was to check on Carmelina. The sigil in Grace's body were carved into her flesh. Henry didn't have a knife at the scene, but Akiko did. Akiko claims to not know how the sigils came to be. Doomjazz contradicted the report about Grace's murder. He said the sigils had been carved into her body with a blade. The sigils that appear on Henry and his victim are seared. A photo of Grace's bloodline neck from her examination. Look closely and you can see bruising around her throat. The marks aren't unknown. There's an area of more pressure. Wedding ring. While she was en route to Henry's exorcism, Carmelina sent a message to Akiko telling her to leave Grace. One last kiss said that Carmelina accompanied her to Henry's exorcism. When Akiko left Grace alone with Henry, it was to speak with Carmelina. So Carmelina is definitely suspect here. And yeah, had no memory. And you're not married, so I think you're fine. Fourth holy seal. Carmelina took some of the flesh from Crying Grudge and fused it with someone else. Deinongate had flesh fused with his body. Did Carmelina fuse it to him? One Last Kiss speculates that a demon could pass through the fourth holy seal. Gods and demons are just aliens, so how would the seal barrier differentiate? Sam told me that the god flesh he had in the safe was being stored for Witness, who said it was for the good of the Syndicate. Sam claims to not know what it was when he was given it. Sam told me that the god flesh he had in the safe was being stored for Witness, who, yeah, just claims that Witness carved off a chunk of his god flesh recently. Deinongate has flesh from Crying Grudge fused into his body. So, fourth holy seal definitely seems to be Deinongate. Deinongate. Okay. Mystery of the Dead Killer Demon. Crate in the Penthouse had a remote receiver. One Last Kiss told me that she had seen Witness using the tunnel behind Sam's bar to access the dead zone. Crimson told me Witness was secretly studying demonology. Confessed to using the bunker as a lover's retreat. She said the Witness continued to use the illegal lab. Crate was used to house the demon that was in the penthouse. It came from the secret demonology. A hidden bunker in the dead zone had been used for demonic experimentation. Loctol was coded to Witness and Carmelina's blood vials. So, for the mystery of the dead killer demon, I think that's definitely Witness. So, we got that going for you. What is this note about Henry? Henry let demons on the island a decade ago. Shinji's still on the island. The demons came to the island. Marshals didn't catch them all. Okay, yeah. Okay, who opened the third holy seal? Doomjazz is missing a sample of Kafka Memory's council blood from his clinic. Did Doomjazz use it? Kafka Memory logged into the third holy seal block twice recently. Once last night and once 2 days ago. According to the blood lock, the council only entered the penthouse as a group. The missing sample from Doomjazz's clinic was from Kafka Memory. Was his sample used to get into the council building? Birth record found in his, yeah, so Henry might have council blood. Yeah, Henry's father was Aiz Kiwami. The third seal lock has a record of Henry's blood being used on the lock last night. If Aiz Kiwami was his father, Henry had the council blood needed. Okay. Sam's knowledge. Sam slipped up under questioning. He knew I was asking about the third holy seal when I mentioned a blood lock. There's a sample of council member Kafka Memory's blood missing from the secure container. And you had it in a blood chiller. Logged in twice already. Once last night and once 2 days ago. According to the blood lock, the council only entered the penthouse as a group. The missing sample from Doomjazz's clinic was from Kafka Memory. It was the sample used to get to the council building. Alright. So... Sam... and I think... Oh wow, we have one bit of unsorted evidence here? Unknown suspect. One of the tampered birth records found in Kiwami's apartment. Who is it? Oh no, we do have an unknown suspect. Shit. Okay, well... Okay, so Danangate was at the scene. Matches blood sample from the third... blood sample from Danangate matches the blood sample. Danangate was at the scene. Blood sample... Okay, so that's the unknown blood. And then... So somebody else went in there too, though. Probably that was probably Sam setting things up for Witness, right? So... Sam... and Witness... Dai non gate. Okay. So, what I have... The crime to end all crimes was, I just wrote D and KD. Dainongate and Killer Demon, yeah. Okay. Yuri for KHX is missing. Henry's escape was Akiko and Witness. Henry's demonic possession was Yuri. Akiko killed the Holy Seal Marshals. Lydia and Yuri worked together on the second Holy Seal. Grace Bloodlines was murdered by Carmelina. Danangate breached the fourth Holy Seal. And somebody else had to. Because we've already seen that there's two people that got in there, so... Well, the dead killer demon definitely breached it, right? So that would be... That must have been... Sam or Witness. They went in there and delivered the killer demon into the council building. So I'm gonna put, for this one, Sam and Witness. Okay. Alright, now we actually start. Alright, let's go.
The investigator. Is paradise worth saving? The door to truth will open.
Start the trials.
Lady
Let's expose the truth. Are you sure, Lady Loved Eyes? This is the point of no return. The penalty for anyone you convict of crime will be death as dictated by syndicate law. Please be sure. Oh yeah, wait. I need to do a quick save. So... Shit. I should have saved before. Okay, quick save. Because I said I wanted to... In case I wanted to go back and do the trial again, I need to make a save right before here. So, boom. Alright. It's in the first slot. So now, let's go up there. We're actually going to start this. I just wanted to go over all of that information beforehand.
Is paradise worth saving?
Yep. You talk a lot, Judge. Start trials.
Time
Start
to
the
build
trials.
life back into paradise.
I'm overjoyed to hear that. Please wait while I assemble the suspects in the Chamber of Justice. Here we go. The trials begin. Paradise hangs in the balance. Let me explain how we shall uncover truths and lies. We will hold a trial for each case file logged in Starlight.
Show me your
You will
truth.
choose which suspect you wish to accuse and present your argument against them. I am an impartial tool of justice. I shall analyze your evidence and determine if you have proven your case. Can you break alibis? Can you put the suspect at the scene? How strong is your case? All that matters is that justice is carried out. I am not interested in speculation and weak prosecutions. I need the truth. We will find the suspect responsible for each crime.
Truth will open.
Anyone found guilty will be executed. This is the crime to end all crimes. Anyone involved cannot be allowed to infect Perfect 25 with their criminality. You will do the execution. The investigation freak will execute justice. Be confident about who you accuse. Are you clear on how the trials will work? Do you need me to repeat this? Let's breathe life back into paradise. Oh boy.
What the hell?
Judge? The island is ending. Our home shatters before
It is
us.
cowardly to insinuate, investigator.
This farce has gone on long enough. It is time to move to the new island, Judge. I am the acting leader. I initiated the
It is
shutdown.
cowardly to insinuate,
The prime
investigator.
suspect has been sitting behind bars while the freak runs around the island chasing down false
Believe
leads.
what you want.
You have until the end of the island to do your trial. The truth may not be as simple as you believe, Architect. I'm doing this for the good of the Syndicate. Perfect 25 is waiting. You can't do
Don't
that.
test me.
Judge, the clock is ticking. What does this mean for the trials? We don't have much time, Loved Eyes. The white smoke of oblivion threatens to consume the truth. You will have one desperate chance to find the truth for each case file. Make it
This
count.
is nonsense.
The rest of the Syndicate are in agreement. It is time to move on and execute Henry. Fuck you. You're overstepping your authority, Architect.
Paradise feels
Judge,
wrong.
let's breathe life back into paradise. Loved Eyes, you are authorized to once again wield your service weapon. Take hold a chamber full of justice. Use it at the end of the trials to execute the guilty. Any involvement with this heinous crime carries the sentence of death.
I am the leader.
Judge, this is severe. This is the crime to end all crimes. Any amount of involvement is a heresy against the gods and an atrocity against the Syndicate. Or do you
I
disagree?
have no idea what you're talking about.
I do not. Be strong in your accusations, investigator. The penalty for any of these crimes is death. It's been a while since I executed justice.
The journey into truth and justice begins.
Alright. Well, okay. Let's grab our weapon. Loved Eye's gun for executing the guilty. You have retrieved your gun. I hope you appreciate how serious your accusations will be. Return to the stand when you are ready to talk. Can I talk to any of you guys? Yep.
I am the leader.
Architect. Investigator, this island is ready to die and a new one started. Do not delay in prosecuting Henry. All the evidence points to him. Yeah, let's talk to everyone. Get up there. Grand Marshal.
Norachito, you're out of your mind.
You better get this right. Henry did it and needs to be executed. Wrap this up. Yuri. Freak, get this over with. We all know who did it. You're wasting my time. Witness. Lady Loved Eyes. This is it, isn't it? The reckoning. The future of paradise. I hope you make the right choices. So do I. Okay. Lydia and Sam are just hanging out together. Lydia, Sam. Hey LD, we're cool, right? We're in the clear, aren't we? We'll find out at trial, guys. Henry? This is formality, right? I'm lined up to get my head blown off, aren't I? That's what we're here to find out. Crimson? Hope you know what you're doing, lady. You better have the evidence you need for whatever you're planning. Here's hoping. Doctor? Love dies. If you prosecute me, will I get conjugal visits? Sorry, Doc. The punishment for this crime is going to make that difficult. Alright. Here we go. Are we missing a suspect anywhere? Doesn't look like. There's not an empty stand, so...
Lady
All right.
Loved Eyes.
Investigator, we'll begin the trials. Truth or fact? Henry's escape. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution, broke through the prison bars, and headed to the council building, and murdering the martial guards, traversing the holy seals, and killing the council before apprehended at the scene. How did Henry escape? How did the accused killer break out of incarceration? Is it as the report states, or did something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the desolation cell and murdered the council. Investigator, peel back the shroud of inscrutability and bring forward the sweet smile of truth. State your truth. Alright. Henry's escape. Okay. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution and broke through. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Consider the facts and find your truth. Who will you accuse of the crime? So, Akiko, we got a lot of things on you. So, can I not scroll this up? Do I have to use my mouse to scroll it, I guess? I guess I do. So, Akiko said she phoned witness as she left the desolation cell after Henry's escape. Her phone records combined with data from the comms tower actually placed her at the Syndicate HQ when she phoned witness. She lied. Okay, so wait, this is not how I had things set up. So, yeah, I put them in the order they were listed in my thing, but that's apparently not correct. So I think 5 was Henry's escape. Said she phoned witness as she left the desolation cell after Henry's escape. Combined with data from the comms tower, yeah, she lied. Henry remembers seeing New Night. Henry doesn't appear in the Syndicate HQ log, so he didn't pass through the main entrance. This is the only way he could have gotten to the council building by himself. Does this prove he had help? Discarded bottle with traces of every council member's blood, found under the entrance to the council building, near where Akiko alleges she found Henry after the murder. There are no fingerprints on it. If Henry is being framed, this could be where the blood in the stomach came from. Torn apart, yeah, they were used explosives. Impossible time frame, inhibitors. Henry's full of inhibitors and sedated. Yep. In her report, Akiko knows that she broke procedure in going to execute Henry on her own. She admits her hubris, but that didn't exonerate her. Henry could have seen the New Night statue, and yep. Okay, so we got a lot on Akiko. I don't think it was Henry. Wireless receiver. A wireless receiver on a demonic containment crate hidden inside the council penthouse was called by a witness's phone. Witness has previously asked if anything can overcome his inhibitors. An oral attack device. Witness suffers from jet stream trauma but denies using them. So, I think here it's mostly Akiko. I definitely think it's mostly Akiko here. So, we're gonna accuse Akiko for this one. Are you sure you want to continue with the accusation and present your evidence to judge? Once you confirm, you will not be able to reverse the court proceedings. Confirm.
Crime is repulsive.
I believe this was part of a plan by Akiko. The Noro
Do you
Chito.
want to die?
The freak is lying. Toata asta e o pecare. The Grand Marshal broke this primary suspect out of prison she put him in.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct the truth. Let's see. Broken bars. Time frame inhibitors. So, can we present all of these? I suppose. Broken procedure. Akiko broke procedure when she went to execute Henry. She shouldn't have gone by herself. She was either doing something illicit or giving him an opportunity. Ha! Is that the best you've got? I thought you were supposed to be the investigation freak. Speculating with nothing to back it up seems like a poor showing for Judge's big hope. She's right. That is speculation and not
Show
evidence.
me your truth.
Present your evidence. Broken bars. The bars on the prison bridge were supposedly torn apart by Henry with his demonic strength. Starlight analyzed the bars and found traces of thermite, not demonic residue. Thermite is a military-grade explosive that burns through pretty much anything. Akiko faked that part of his escape. Grand Marshal. Never trust computers. Her little calculator got it wrong. Henry is demonic. What does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight doesn't recognize, and the closest match is thermite. Residue sample, 68.7% thermite, 29% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutene. No traces of unknown chemicals found. It sounds like I just got a package dropped off. Thermite is an anti-material weapon and burns at an extremely high temperature. Akiko used it to open the prison bars and make it look like Henry escaped. This is a lie. A good truth. Please, let us sample some more. Present your evidence. Time frame. The time frame in Akiko's report doesn't match up. There's no way Henry could have got off the desolation cell, made it to the council building, traversed the holy seals, and murdered the council and be found at 3. Akiko lied.
Your head on a spike.
Taki naibi dingua gunuli. Grand Marshal, respect the civility of the courthouse. Do you have a proper response? She's making that up. The freak is making me out to be a liar. She's cooked up a little story to frame me. How did Henry cross the island, get through all the seals, murder the council, and exit the building by 3? Esti Prost? He's got the demon in him. The demon gave him speed and strength. There's no evidence to suggest that. That's correct, Grand Marshal. Your word here isn't good enough. You are speculating without any evidence to back it up. Present your evidence. Henry was dosed up with inhibitors. How could he have escaped if he was fully sedated? Doctor, was his dosage correct?
That's not nice.
Yes, Judge, as it has been for the last 10 years. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The demon inside him tricked us. It waited for the right moment. The inhibitors had never been right, but we didn't know. Doctor? That's quite the claim. It would mean that the demon was capable of plotting and fooling us for a decade. There's no medical evidence to suggest this happened.
Cannot hide.
Very convenient that the demon pulled the trick off right at the end of the island. Why not attack sooner? This isn't hard evidence, but I am taking it into consideration. Yep, Henry's alibi breaker. I can break Henry's alibi. Lady Love dies. Henry stands accused by everyone except you. Do the facts lie? Do you believe in the official version of events? No. The truth is distorted.
The facts and the truth are not
The facts are wrong. Henry didn't go to the council building by himself. Fuck yeah, this is getting interesting.
I don't like
Henry
this.
remembers almost nothing about last night except seeing New Night. He specifically remembers seeing the goddess. She didn't speak to him, he saw the goddess. The only statue of New Night is in the barracks, and a normal citizen can't know that because the barracks are classified. Henry has been in the barracks though. That's where detainees are processed when they are arrested. The statue is in the main barracks grounds. Prisoners don't go through there. Correct, Akiko? When I was arrested on Island 13, I only ever saw the entrance to the barracks, which connects directly to the underground holding cells. I'm not answering that. It's classified. Grand Marshal, you'll be found in contempt if you refuse to answer. Fine. Arrested individuals are taken through the main gate and directly down into the holding
Crime
cells.
cannot hide.
Henry could have only seen New Night if he went through the tunnel that connects the desolation cell to the barracks. When he was arrested and taken to the desolation cell, he'd have had to go through the main barracks grounds though. That was 10 years ago. He has lost a lot of his memories from that incident. The only thing that he remembers is New Night last night. This sounds like a stretch, investigator.
I have a feeling about this.
The only way to get to the council building from the desolation cell in the window of time stated is via the front gate of the HQ. The nightmare computer logs on the HQ entrance have no record of Henry going through them. I don't believe he went through them. If he didn't go through the entrance, the whole case is thrown into disarray. Henry was found with the blood of the victims in his stomach, but I don't think he ingested them himself. How else did the blood get inside him? I found this bottle on the rocks below where Henry was found. It had been used to hold blood. Starlight analyzed the blood in it and matched the remains to all of the council members. How did it get there? There are no fingerprints, but my theory is that someone took council blood from the scene, placed it in the bottle, and forced Henry to ingest it. Why? To scapegoat him for the crime, they were rushed or sloppy and casually discarded the bottle, assuming no one would question the lie. You can't prove this, though. The demonic sigils that cover Henry's bodies were found daubed in blood at the scene of the first seal marshals. What of them? Henry doesn't draw those symbols. There are no records of this occurring, and it is not in line with how the demon inside him behaves. The sigils formed on his skin through the projection of demonic language from the demon inside him. The demon scorched him with its own anger. Did the demon make him draw them? No, the demon doesn't micromanage Henry's actions, it just sets him on a path. Henry doesn't speak the demon's language either. I find it unlikely that Henry would perfectly recreate sigils from a language he doesn't speak. How did they get there then? Most likely drawn by whoever was trying to frame Henry. Evidence new. The sigils found at the crime scene are likely fake. The demon inside Henry sears them to surfaces upon contact. Henry has no history of painting them. How is that new evidence? Couldn't he have copied them from his own body? Only if he had a mirror and the time to do it. Very well. Excellent work. You have taken the lid off the box containing the truth. Henry's alibi is
Show me
broken.
your truth.
Present your evidence. Akiko. I can break Akiko's alibi. The truth requires us to examine Akiko's alibi. Akiko went to execute Henry, but alleges that Henry escaped at 2352. She claims that she found him outside the council building at 3. I called witness as I left the desolation cell to go to the barracks to organize the search for Henry. Can anyone confirm that the Grand Marshal returned to the barracks? The Marshals confirmed that she went back to the barracks.
I don't like
However, it is hard to take their word as they are fiercely loyal to you and refuse to give me any physical evidence. Did you confirm the phone
this.
call?
Don't test me.
Akiko's phone records are apparently classified and the investigator isn't allowed access to them. Witness confirmed he got a call from Akiko.
Crime is repulsive.
I took Witness's phone and analyzed the records at a comms tower. Starlight did some backtracing on the calls, and it appears Akiko lied. The call she made to Witness wasn't from the Desolation Cell. The comms tower put her location at the Syndicate HQ, which throws her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of the crime. Gura Tarfa Minor Minsi Noasa. Watch your language in the House of Justice. She's lying. Her little pocket calculator is wrong. She hasn't checked my phone. The data is
Is
incorrect.
this a fact or
Witness
a truth?
testified that on the call from Akiko that he couldn't hear the Desolation Cell's distinctive dreadful atmosphere or the ocean.
I have a bad feeling
That
about
isn't
this.
conclusive proof, but it still suggests she wasn't where she claims. The rock of secrecy has been lifted and the truth exposed. The Grand Marshal's alibi has been
Show me
broken.
your truth.
Present your evidence. And I have nothing left. I rest my case. You have proven that the official version of events for Akiko and Henry's movements last night are total fantasy. Combined with your evidence, you have created a truth that glints brilliantly in the light shown by the facts. I have considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. A truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth proves. Akiko, guilty. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh light of truth has shone upon your crime, and you will be sentenced to death. You were sworn to protect our beloved council. You pledged your blade for so long. You were a beacon of purity. Now you will be executed, and the Marshals will lose their leader. The island sequences will never be the same again. Why did you do it? You said I wouldn't hang for this. I beg your pardon, Grand Marshal. This was never part of the plan, you pompous Tarfa. Who are you talking to? Carmelina, you said this would work. Now I have a gun to my head. If I'm going down for this, so are you.
Rains of the guilty lashing out.
I have no idea what she's talking about. Tell us everything, Akiko. You have nothing left to lose. If you were set up, you can have revenge. You promised to induct my soldiers into the Syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed. Se o sarsina de rahat totul este. Carmelina recruited Akiko. Admitted to be recruited by Carmelina. In return for her help, Carmelina would induct the Marshals into the Syndicate. You used me. You weren't careful enough, and now I'm going to die. I faked Henry's escape. I was supposed to deliver him to outside the council building, phone witness, and report that I'd found him after the council were dead. Akiko helped Henry escape. Carmelina.
Your job.
She's lying. She's been found in her own little scheme, and now she's trying to take innocent people down with her. I took Henry through the barracks to the council building. The official report is a lie. Yup. Lady Love dies. Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge. Open a case file. New case file. Carmelina's conspiracy. There's evidence to suggest Carmelina may have been the mastermind of a conspiracy to kill the council. Judgment has passed. Convicted. My facts have become the truth. Akiko. There we go. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you do not have access to the phones you have been using to record your progress. Would you like me to save your progress now? Yes. I will save your progress before the next trial begins. Okay, this is perfect actually, because I was just getting ready to say we probably should go ahead and end it there, so... Alright, truth or facts? So we're going to go ahead and end things off here. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Paradise Killer, and I will see you next time.